rather be attractive and poor or be ugly and rich? Those are both superficial questions that are confusing as hell to me. Hey, what's happening, guys? My name's Brad Hero Dan, and welcome back to Would You Rather. It's time to explore my brain a little bit more and decide on some crazy-ass options that, not everybody gets to tackle every single day. So, would you rather be attractive and poor or be ugly and rich? Now, by being attractive, I'm assuming it means physically, but if it means, like, all-encompassing, I would rather be attractive and poor, because having an attractive personality is almost, if not more important to society than having an attractive appearance. Let's face it, there are people that gravitate toward people that they think are attractive in more ways than just physical, right? So, being an ugly person, like, does that mean being, like, a shitty person? Being somebody who has a really, really unsavory personality and just looks bad, but then you can be rich? I don't really think you could buy true friendship. I don't really think you can buy happiness to an extent, in my opinion, okay? So, if you're not around people that think that you're attractive, you're probably not gonna be happy with yourself. You cannot give a shit about what everybody else says all you want, but in the end, everybody needs to socialize just a little bit, and everybody needs some social acceptance just a little bit, whether it's from a demographic that are considered the underdogs or the minority, or whether it's, just from people you really want to be your friends. So I'm gonna go with be attractive and poor. Would you rather have narcolepsy or have chronic insomnia? Damn. I fight to sleep anyway, so I don't necessarily think I'm an insomniac. I just think that my brain does not shut off. Like, last night, I don't know if you guys know, I tweeted out a bunch of crazy stuff. My brain will just start thinking about random thoughts. When my head hits the pillow, it doesn't slow down. Sometimes I break into cold sweats. Sometimes they're really dark thoughts. Sometimes they're really incredible thoughts that get my adrenaline pumping and get me excited, so I just can't go to bed. So, I don't know, I think I would rather have narcolepsy. You know what I'm saying? That way I can actually get some sleep, maybe at inopportune times, but at least I get sleep. Would you rather never tie your shoes again or never untangle headphone wires again? I would never tie my shoes again, dude. I could buy some of the Velcro shoes. Hell, half the shoes that you go to the shoe store and see don't even have laces anymore. They're just slip-ons. I think I could sport some potato shoes, man. Would you rather have Morgan Freeman narrate your life or Chuck Norris? Dude, I would rather have Morgan Freeman. That's almost a no contest, I'm sure. Chuck Norris, yeah, see, look at that. Boom! Chuck Norris's voice, nowhere near as awesome as Morgan Freeman's, alright? If I'm not mistaken, he did a nature documentary that I absolutely love. Can't remember the name of it, but holy shit, it was good! I just want Morgan Freeman to tell me good night every single night. That would be perfect. I would go to sleep fine then. Would you rather show your friends and family your entire internet history and live, or would you rather live near an active volcano? I would rather show my friends and family my entire internet history. I'm not ashamed. I'm not afraid. I ain't got nothing to hide. I promise. Well, maybe except for that one folder. Would you rather be a nudist or be a never nude? I would probably be a never nude, only because the few times that it does get cold here, it gets cold. And I'm super pasty white. Like, do you see me? If the sun hit any part of my body, one, it would look like tinfoil in the microwave to everybody else. And two, I would burn in like 5 minutes. I couldn't deal with that shit. So I'd probably just be a never nude and save my frail flesh. Would you rather be accomplished and famous than die at 18 or be ordinary and die at a reasonable age? Probably die at a reasonable age. I'd rather just be ordinary and die at a reasonable age, okay? The thought that be accomplished and famous and then die at whatever, or just be accomplished and famous, that is a 1 in a million chance. How many people do you know that are accomplished and famous? And how many people do you know that are what you would consider ordinary? Not everybody's gonna be the next Markiplier, PewDiePie, or Jacksepticeye, because there are like 1,000 other dudes trying to be those guys, okay? Sometimes you just gotta kick it back and plan level-headedly. A horde of 400 zombies is quickly approaching! No! Would you rather fight the zombies alongside a dragon? I'm using a crossbow. Or fight the zombies alongside of 4 gorillas? You are using an assault rifle. I'd probably pick the gorillas. 1, gorillas are super fucking strong. 2, that's more bodies for the zombies to try and attack. 400 zombies could mob a dragon. The dragon could take off and fly and just leave me there. Leave me there with a shitty crossbow on the ground. But if I had an assault rifle, I think it would be better because the zombies' attention would be diverted more. It would be more divided and not just on me left alone on the ground. Would you rather have a real lightsaber or save a random African kid from starvation? Rather just save the kid from starvation. What the hell am I going to do with a real lightsaber? I'm not going to go around chopping people in half. Then I'll just get shot by a sniper from the police force, or I'll just get imprisoned for the rest of my life. They'll take my lightsaber away. I'm not going to just put the lightsaber on a wall and say, that was the cost of somebody's life. Like, what the hell? Is it just to have? Then again, I'm not really materialistic, so, Would you rather be a carrot or be a cucumber? Oh, shit. I like both about equally, as far as eating goes, but I know more people dislike I know more people in my life, anyway, dislike cucumbers than carrots, so that would totally lessen the odds for me to get eaten. I have broken the law. Would you rather spend 5 years in prison but return to your old life with no ill consequences, or would you never go to prison but move every year for the rest of your life? Oh, shit. Like, that's a hard one. What prison system are we talking about, first of all? See, if I spend the 5 years in prison, I'll have to deal with a lot of extra shit that I wouldn't have to deal with if I moved around. Yeah, that's understood, right? But I'll be able to return to my old life with no ill consequences. Does that mean, like, I would have the freedom to move around wherever I wanted? I could essentially have the second option after 5 years. I just gotta make sure that I survive for 5 years in prison. At the same time, though, with no ill consequences, I don't know if you could do that and have gone to prison for 5 years, because that's gonna be on your record. You know what I'm saying? No matter where you go, what you apply for, all that stuff, it's gonna be on your record. And if I never go to prison and I have broken the law, I would assume that they don't know that I broke the law yet, or they don't know who did it, and I gotta constantly move around. Damn. See, if they don't know who did it, and I'm not in the system, then I should be fine, right? Applying for jobs, or getting associated with people every single year. But if I am in the system, then I'm screwed, because I won't have anything to do, ever. I'll be out of a job constantly, and moving is expensive. I'll probably pick the 5 years and then return with no ill consequences. Yeah, I figured the majority would do that one, because then I could just move around anyway after the 5 years. If you had to choose a superpower, would you rather pick night vision or pick heightened senses in smell and hearing? Heightened senses in smell and hearing or night vision? I don't really go out a lot at night as is. Like, I'm sure, let me rephrase that. I don't really need to see a lot at night because there are streetlights and shit. It's not like I can't see when I'm driving or when I'm walking, things like that. There's pretty much light provided for me. If anything, night vision would be impaired if I got streetlights just shining all over my face. So I'd probably pick heightened smell and hearing, only because light's already provided for me at night. And in a lot of big cities, they never sleep. Would you rather be in the Summer Olympics or the Winter Olympics? Winter Olympics. I've never seen snow. Okay, I want to see it, damn it. Would you rather play Pac-Man or play Space Invaders? Both were really good. I really like both, but probably Pac-Man. I can get down on some Pac-Man. Man. Oh, this is blasphemy! Moldy toast! Oh! Would you rather eat moldy toast, one slice, or eat moldy grapes, a small bunch? Like, I'm guessing maybe a handful. Probably moldy grapes, only because moldy toast is blasphemy. All you majority sinners! Would you rather eat 50 chicken nuggets or eat 6 Big Macs? Funny story about 50 chicken nuggets, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with the 6 Big Macs. A word of advice to all of you guys, and if you've already done it, then this doesn't apply to you. Don't go to a fast food joint or a restaurant and order more than 100 nuggets through the drive-thru, okay? They don't like that. Would you rather use only Comic Sans or use only Papyrus? I gotta go with Papyrus. Would you rather live in a Toyota Prius or live in your bathroom for the rest of your life? Live in a Toyota Prius. I just pee out the window. Plus, I could go places still. I wouldn't just be stuck in my bathroom. Or maybe it's like the dorm that I'm in or the apartment that I'm in is just the bathroom. Still, I would rather live in the Toyota Prius. Would you rather always take cold showers or never feel anything cold? I'd rather always take cold showers. It's like a dip in the pool or the stream or the pond or the lake or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I could deal with that. That would wake me up, one, if it's not super cold, if it's not like full blast cold. But if it's cold, then, I can be cool with that. But never feel anything cold again? That means you'll never get a sip of a cold soda, a cold glass of tea, water. You'll never be able to eat cold cuts or, like, you won't feel it. You know what I'm saying? It would just feel like you're drinking liquid. I could not sacrifice refreshment in that area, when cold showers do sometimes feel refreshing to me anyway. Would you rather have hair covering your entire body or be completely bald? I would be completely bald, dude. Full-blown Saitama in this bitch. No joke. Would you rather have no tongue or have no teeth? I would rather have no teeth. I'm pretty sure if I live long enough that I'm gonna endure that shit anyway, so I would rather just have no teeth. If I didn't have a tongue, I wouldn't be able to speak like I know how to speak. I would have to learn how to speak completely differently. Eating food would be a little different. I wouldn't be able to taste hardly anything. It would just be a lot easier to have no teeth. I could just get dentures, okay? I can't get a new tongue. Or at least I don't think there's prosthetic tongues yet. Would you rather star in a cartoon movie or star in a live action movie? I'd rather star in a cartoon movie. I think that would be so cool to have somebody, an artist, animate just, I don't know, the character of Red Hero Dan or something like that. That would be super cool, in my opinion. Would you rather eat all your meals where the food is freezing cold or eat all your meals with 5 tablespoons of salt poured on it? Freezing cold. I would rather eat all my meals where the food is freezing cold. Cold food tastes good and a little bit in small bits, so I could eat it, but with salt poured on it, ugh. My blood pressure would be through the roof. Everything would just taste like salt all the time. I wouldn't want to sacrifice the potential to have some cold flavor for just tasting salt for the rest of my life. Would you rather be able to freeze time for 1 hour every 24 hours or be able to replicate one thing per day that disappears after 24 hours? Oh, shit. Well, okay. All right, let's do some in-depth thought here. Being able to freeze time for 1 hour every day, like every 24 hours, would mean that you have an extra hour to do stuff, right? Under the assumption that whatever I interact with is not frozen. Because if time stops, everything else stops. But if I keep going, does my computer keep going? Can I record these videos in that hour? Can I check out my analytics or even sit down to think or take a shit or drink some delicious coffee in that hour? Can I do those things? If so, then I would rather be able to freeze time for an hour, because the things that I would replicate that would help me get ahead, I would only really need for an hour anyway. But if it is to where I freeze time and everything else but me is frozen, I would rather be able to replicate one thing per day that disappears after 24 hours. Now, again, under the assumption that it's the replication that disappears, let's say I replicate, I don't know, this delicious can of tea, okay? And I have 2 cans of tea. If it disappears after 24 hours, that's fine. But if the original can is still there, that's cool too. But let's say I replicate something like my computer, and I don't have 2 computers, or my monitor. At the end of the day, if that monitor, the original one, disappears, then I'm screwed. I don't have another monitor. But I think being able to freeze time and interact with shit would be spot on for Dan, okay? Because that would mean I already have an extra hour to work and do things, and I wouldn't need to replicate anything to free up some time. Well, guys, after probably confusing you, I think I'm gonna leave this episode here. I like Would You Rather so much. It lets you guys get to learn about me, and it lets me get to learn about me, because it presents me with crazy shit like this. This is the kind of stuff I think about at night anyway. I just don't tweet it out or don't post it on YouTube. I probably should. You know what I'm saying? I think it would be awesome, but at the same time, I wouldn't get any sleep. But anyway, thanks a ton, guys, for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, boom, like it. And leave a comment down below to let me know how I'm doing. But don't think that this is goodbye, because I'll catch you guys in the next batch of videos. Not about that life, man. I've already affiliated with this Earth. I already have, like, the top half to function correctly up here, plus an extra set of legs. Like I said, I could haul ass. People could, right, it'd be like, people can get on my back and I could go into battle. And you could, like, double the cavalry unit right there.